Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for coming back for another video. Today I'm finally doing my life update and mini Q&A. I asked you girls on Instagram to send me questions and you guys certainly did send me a lot. I picked a few of them, most of them were pretty repetitive, so the ones that I chose I hope you guys like and I hope I answer enough questions. I actually wrote down some more because there was some things that I left out. So good thing that I didn't film this video until now because I don't want to leave anything out. I know there's some questions that I won't answer and couldn't answer, but hopefully I've answered enough. So the first thing I wanted to say is that I started my YouTube channel in 2017, June 2017. I know I've seen it somewhere that I started 2015, but that's not true. When you create a Google account, you automatically have a YouTube channel, and I guess it's like up to you if you want to upload videos on it or not. At that time, I was only watching vlogs, April and Justin TV to be exact. I actually started my YouTube account so I could watch their videos every single day. So that's when I started watching videos, and when I started to upload videos, it was June 2017. Let's go back to before we moved into this house. Before we moved in here, we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment and we lived there for almost 4.5 years. We lived in 4 different apartments. That's Emir. We lived in 4 different apartments during that time, so yeah. And then one day we decided to go drive around and look at houses. It's something that my family and I like to do. We like to drive around the neighborhood. We love our neighborhood, so kind of just for inspiration and motivation purposes, we would do that. And on this day, we came to this house, and it just so happened that we were able to get in and see the place. And once I saw this house, I automatically thought, there is no way I'm gonna be able to afford this. This is a huge 4-bedroom house. I know it's not a mansion, but coming from a 2-bedroom apartment, it looked really big and expensive. I ended up putting in an application anyways and got approved and was not expecting that. The video of me decluttering my apartment before we moved in was filmed before I knew that I was gonna move in here. I wasn't really looking for places. I was looking for places, and you guys that follow me on Instagram or were following me on Instagram during that time know that I applied for an apartment and I got denied. So that kind of sucked, and it kind of like made me feel really bad, and I didn't want to keep on looking. I just wanted to focus on my channel and just staying happy and staying positive, so I decided to decorate my apartment. Had to stop for a second because Ruby said that Emir escaped from the room. So anyways, as soon as I got done decorating my apartment was when I got approved for this place, and I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe that after all those years living in that apartment, and we were outgrowing it way before the time that we decided to move. I just couldn't believe it. So anyways, when I did get denied for that apartment that I applied for a couple of months before this, I broke my lease and I went on a month-to-month lease. It's like you don't sign a new lease every month, but I did it that way so when I was ready to move, I could just leave. I wouldn't have to worry about paying a full month's rent or something like that, which I ended up doing anyways because I wanted to take my time moving into this house. And I packed up my entire apartment over about like 2-3 weeks and was going back and forth to use internet and things like that. So yeah, now we're here and I've been decorating, as you guys have seen in my cleaning videos and other videos. So we're really happy here. We just love it. We have a backyard now, we have a garage, and the extra space. Even though my kids don't like sleeping in their rooms, everybody loves to sleep in here. And yeah, I have a pretty big master bedroom. Well, compared to, well, for me it's big. I don't know about anybody else's house. I know there's bedrooms much bigger than this one, but yeah, the kids just like to pile in here and sleep with me at night, or we all crash on the couch. I guess we're just used to being in close spaces, so we kind of just stick together. I took my time decorating. I didn't automatically get in and start buying a bunch of stuff or like hire somebody to decorate for me. I did it like the realistic way, I guess you could say, for me, what I could afford. So it's been taking some time, but it's finally coming together, you guys. I ordered a bunch of decor I ordered a bunch of decor yesterday and the day before, and if you guys didn't see my vlog, I went to Target and I bought some things also, and then I came home and shopped online at Target for the things that I couldn't find. That's going to be coming up in future videos. I did see a request for more decor and lifestyle videos, and I'm definitely going to be doing that for you guys. But cleaning community, don't worry, your girl is still going to be doing cleaning videos, just not as much and as often. Well, I don't really upload cleaning videos very often because I've been so busy behind YouTube video. I get a lot of questions on if I work outside of YouTube, and at the time that I was getting those questions, no, but now I can say yes. Recently I have been working outside of YouTube and I'm so grateful and blessed. It's something that I just can't talk about yet, but you guys will see it soon, and it's life-changing. It's a life-changing opportunity, and I could not be more grateful and excited. I just want to say it, but I honestly cannot. So you guys will just have to stick around and see what that is. And I know a lot of you guys want me to do more vlogs and things like that. I definitely will be doing more vlogs and more lifestyle videos. I have a couple of them planned, but then I got sick and that was totally unexpected. A lot of you want to know what happened to me and how did I get so sick, or just, you guys just want to know what's been going on with me. And to be honest, I've never been that sick in my entire life. The kids were on and off sick for about a week or two, and I caught a cold and then it went away, and then it came back, but it came back with like body aches and a fever and shivering and just couldn't hold anything down. I was just a mess. I was in so much pain. I have all my symptoms written down. I wrote down everything that I was feeling because I got a bunch of, when I post things on Instagram, sometimes you guys scare me. It's kind of worse than Google sometimes. Okay, so for my sickness, I had flu symptoms, a fever that lasted days, night sweats, chills, nausea, and vomiting, and you know, the other thing that happens. I struggled like that for I struggled for a few days, being really, really sick, just me here with the kids. And eventually it got to the point where Ruby had to call her stepdad about 4 times while he was at work to finally get him to come and say, okay, I'm gonna take you to the ER. I did not want to go in an ambulance. That actually caused me to have a panic attack when he even mentioned that he wanted to have an ambulance come and get me, because I had all the kids here with me and just, I wasn't thinking clearly. I didn't know what was gonna happen to my kids, so I didn't want to go in an ambulance, and I felt like if I go into that ambulance, something is going to go wrong. I did not want to be in an ambulance. I can't explain why, but it sent me into a full-on panic attack. I had to stop and give the kids a snack so they could calm down. I'm gonna have to stop and go a lot. There's gonna be a lot of editing, but we'll get through it. Before I got that sick and Ruby had to call her stepdad, I ate some yogurt. He said, you should eat some yogurt. You haven't been eating anything and it'll make your stomach feel better. I don't know why I even listened to that, because as soon as I ate the yogurt, I started to get severe pain at this point in my stomach, or like my torso. This was just, it felt like somebody was stabbing me there, or like stabbing and twisting. It was just the worst pain I've ever felt, and I was just like, I need to go to the hospital. I knew at that point I needed to go, and I'm the type of person that will not go to the hospital or will not go to a doctor. I will just, basically I would just tough it out or ignore it as much as possible, and that's what I normally do. So being this sick and not being able to tough it out and just ignore it really, really got me down emotionally, mentally. I was spiraling, and that's just, to be completely honest, I'm the one that takes care of my kids majority of the time, and when I don't feel well and I can't do things for my kids or I can't take care of them, that really weighs on me heavy and makes me super emotional. So I ended up having a panic attack then. I ended up having 2 more panic attacks during this time, but when I got to the emergency room, I waited there for hours, and I've never been to that emergency room before, like, because you guys know we moved, so it was a different emergency room, never been there before. Walked in, gave them my information, sat down for 3 hours without being called. Then in the last hour, they did call me, but I had to go sit back in the car because I couldn't stand to just sit in that hospital anymore. I was in pain. I kept on spitting because I felt like I was gonna vomit. There was a bunch of people there and they were all waiting for hours and hours too. I go in, and so the kid's dad comes out and he's like, they just called your name, so go back in. I go in and I'm like, did they call me? She says no. And I'm like, okay, so what are we doing here? Because I'm not gonna keep walking back and forth. Ended up walking back and forth, back and forth. He was going in, I was going in. They kept saying no. Then some guy was saying yeah. It was a mess. And that hospital had the nerve to send me a bill. After 4 hours, they called me back. They put a little clip on my finger to like check my vitals, I guess, and check my blood pressure, and sent me back to sit down again. And I noticed that there was another waiting room on the inside where all the people that were waiting before me were waiting also. And I said, you know what? No, I'm not waiting here anymore. Looked at the reviews on Google and the hospital had a 2.4. Girl, bye. I was up out of there. I'm not paying that bill. I'll tell you that much. I walked out of there, I came back home and suffered with pain, and after we left that emergency room, we went to the emergency room that I'm used to, and it was packed. There was no way that I was gonna wait for all those people to be seen, and then I just couldn't. I was like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna take some pain medicine or do whatever I can to just make it through the night and try again in the morning. So that's what we did. I think that was that night when I was running a really high fever, and the kid's dad was staying here with us, and I woke up to him ripping a blanket off of me, frantic, like, where is the thermometer? You are burning up, you're shaking, like, he was freaking out. And these are the only situations where he will freak out. It has to be like this serious, like life or death. That's when I know that something's wrong, because otherwise he's just like, whatever, you'll get over it. So in this situation, he actually was like, no, we gotta get you better. He was literally like trying to get me up to eat some fruit or drink some water, anything to cool me down. I just wanted to cover myself with a blanket and lay there and just shiver and just not do anything. I was so lethargic and so out of it. I couldn't even tell him where to find a thermometer. I was so out of it. That morning was when I went back to the emergency room, and I was in a lot of pain, again, with the same area where I was having the pain before. Hold on, you guys, I'm gonna get some water. So yeah, I was having a severe pain in the same area that I was before, and we went back to the hospital. I got checked in immediately, and they took care of me right away. I told them what my symptoms were. They drew blood. They put me on an IV right away so I can get some fluids in me, because like I said, I wasn't able to keep anything down, not even water. So they did that, and I had Ruby there with me, and during that time I was waiting for them to bring me some pain medicine. I let them know that I didn't want anything super strong, because those type of things don't work well for me, and I just don't like them. So they gave me something to ease the pain but not completely take it away, which was fine with me. I just wanted some kind of relief. But during that time that I was waiting for them to get that together, the pain became so much more intense. I was literally kicking and screaming and crying. Ruby was sitting next to me. She was crying, and it was just a complete mess. I'm so glad that I went to the emergency room that day, because if I had not, I don't know what would have happened to me. The doctor at the emergency room did let me know that I shouldn't have any dairy, fried foods, or red meat for the next couple of days, and they put me on antibiotics. They gave me a pain medicine for stomach cramping, and also a pill, these little chewable pills for nausea. And the nausea pills worked so well. The pain from my stomach went away. I only had to take it a couple more times after I left. And they let me know that my potassium levels were really low, so they had me drink this really nasty drink that I couldn't even finish. I was just like, I'll eat a banana when I get home. Girl, during all of this, I was on my cycle. It was just making matters worse. So got home, I got on my medicines. The kid's dad was still here helping me with the kids. When I got back home from the hospital, I thought, I can't do this anymore. I cannot keep on letting myself go. I could not keep ignoring the fact that I need to be going to the doctors and the dentist and things like that regularly. I have to start putting myself first, because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to take care of my kids. And that terrified me so badly, to the point where I was like, I'm making appointments for everything. That's exactly what I did. I found a new doctor in my area. I went there, I spoke to her, she gave me a physical. Well, before that happened, I tried to find my doctor's office on my own, and I had so much going on. I ended up having another panic attack. I couldn't see. I don't even know why I decided to take myself to that appointment, because my vision was blurred. I already had bad eyesight, but with the medication and just everything that was going on, my mind was gone. And I called the kid's dad, and I'm like, look, I cannot find this place. And I was sitting right outside of the place and couldn't even realize it. So when I came back home is when I realized that I was at the right place, and that's when he was like, let me take you. He probably realized like she really needs help. She needs to get to the doctor and talk to somebody, not only for my physical sickness, but mentally. Like I said, I was spiraling, literally spiraling. Depression and anxiety is something that I struggle with and have always struggled with. I just never really talk about it that much. It comes and goes, and I do have ways of coping with it. At that point, I felt like I'm at rock bottom. I'm about to lose my mind. They're gonna have to put me on meds. And that's something I've been avoiding, being put on meds for panic attacks or anything. The doctor did offer me, and I told her no. I would rather just talk to a counselor and figure out some ways that I can cope and hope for the best and just try and stay positive and get better. The whole video is not going to be sad and depressing like this. Just know there's good news at the end, so just keep watching. I hope I'm not speaking too fast, but I really am trying to get through this so the video is not super long so I can edit it and get it up for you guys. I've been trying to record this video for so long. The doctor ended up ordering me some more blood work so she can run some more tests, and the next day, I think the next day I went to next day or like 2 days later, I went to have my blood drawn. The guy who drew my blood was super nice. At the hospital when they drew my blood, the first woman blew up my vein and my arm like swolled up and there was just blood coming out of my arm. I was like, I could have told you that wasn't gonna work. I'm not saying nothing to nobody that's putting needles in my arm. So she tried this arm and it was fine. I had a bruise for a little while and then it went away. So anyways, that was really random and off topic. I went to go have some more blood work, got that. That's when I was like, okay, time to start taking care of yourself, make these appointments and get it all done. So I went to the dentist and I got an exam, and then I went back a couple of days later and I realized that I needed a root canal and 4 fillings. So I got my root canal done. I have a temporary crown on there right now. I still have to go back for my permanent and I still have to go back for my filling. I went ahead and got my teeth whitened and it hurt like, girl. Teeth whitening. Why didn't nobody tell me that teeth whitening was gonna hurt? They were like, you may notice some sensitivity or a little discomfort. No, felt like all my teeth were being ripped out from the root with no anesthetic. It was just so painful. Oh my God. And you guys on Instagram agree with me. Like, that teeth whitening is no joke. I will never do that again. They gave me custom trays, like they molded my teeth to got me trays, and I have some at-home whitening stuff and also the desensitizing gel that saved my life, because before that I was in so much pain. Like, I was just squeezing my mouth all day long that the next day my lip was swollen of how hard I was trying to like put pressure on my teeth so it wouldn't hurt as much. Oh girl, never again. So now at this point in my life, I am recovering and trying to get better and get myself back to where I need to be so I can be the best for my kids and of course for you guys, because I know you guys miss my videos and I've been not uploading as much as I want to, but hopefully with this you guys can understand a little bit of the little things that I've been doing to get better. Well, first of all, I quit coffee cold turkey, not only because I don't want it to stain my teeth, it just wasn't making me feel right anymore. I actually had to cut some people out of my life that were toxic and just, they had to go. Anything that's not good for me, anything that doesn't make me feel good has to go. And I've eliminated so many people and just friendships, 20 plus years, 10 plus years, they had to go because I just don't want any toxic negative energy around me. Being on YouTube now, people's attitudes definitely have changed towards me and they feel like I don't deserve what I have, or just really unfortunate things like that, and I can't have that type of energy around me at all. So I've made it very clear to those people that I don't want in my life, and if you're not in my life at this point, chances are don't hold your breath because you never will be again. I've had enough with the anxiety and the panic attacks and depression, and I don't want anybody's opinions. Or I thought I was recording but I actually wasn't. I don't know how that happened because I have the mirror right there. Let me check. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. So annoying. Oh my goodness. Okay, so things I'm doing to get better. Well, like I said, I got my teeth whitened. That made me feel a little bit better, and to get my mouth a little bit more healthy, even though I still have some appointments to go. I'm making an eye appointment because I have not had my eyes checked in years and I desperately need contacts because I cannot see a thing. I ordered a bunch of new clothes from Forever 21. They're super inexpensive and cute. So I ordered some clothes and I ordered some new heels from, I ordered the heels from Lulu's. I'll show you guys that in a vlog. I'm planning to vlog right after this video, so you guys will see that. Oh, my niece. I spoke to my niece last night for about 2 hours, her and her stepmom. And her stepmom, actually her mom owns a salon in downtown Orlando, and that's close by where I'm at. So they asked me if I wanted to go there, and I'm so down. I've never had a facial, I've never had a massage, or like I've never been to a spa. So I'm excited to do something nice for myself. Well, they're doing something nice for me, to be honest. And I'm gonna film the experience so you guys can see. And of course, you guys know I love skincare and all girly things like that. I've been watching Haley Gamba, and I'm definitely giving her a shout out right now. She is the self-care queen. I love her videos so much, they inspire me, and I've always loved things like that, but could never really find somebody that makes videos like that on YouTube. So if you guys have not heard about Haley Gamba, I'm gonna leave her information in the description box so you guys can go and check her out. I love what she does. She does like the girliest, sassiest, most informative videos you can think of. I just love her channel. And I also put my girls onto her channel too. I let them know, like, do you guys watch Haley Gamba? And they're like, no, who's that? Put them on right away, and they fell in love with her immediately. You guys are gonna love her. My niece and I were talking about getting waxes and things like that, you know, just like girly stuff that you do to make yourself feel better. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm going to be getting some eyelash extensions. I've always wanted to try that. I'm going to have my eyebrows tinted so I don't have to worry about those two steps when I'm doing my makeup, because honestly, doing my makeup is such a drag. I'm just like, ugh, I'd rather be doing anything else right now besides my makeup. But today I think my makeup came out really good. So back to school is coming up. I'm going to be filming a back to school, it's going to be like a back to school shop with me type vlog video, so stay tuned for that. I'm so emotional about all of my kids being in school at the same time, but I honestly do need like a little bit of a break and time to get actual work done. So during this time, it was Sultan's birthday, and I think I shared that in the last vlog that we went to Rebounders, got her a whole bunch of toys. She had so much fun, and all the kids got toys and they all had fun. What else? Recently, I just bought a new car, and you guys, I have not showed what it looks like yet, but don't worry, I'm going to post a picture on Instagram so you guys can see what kind of car I got. A couple of you guys have been guessing, like, did you get this car? Did you get that car? And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. You guys have not guessed it yet. So make sure you guys are following me on Instagram so you can see what car I got for me and the kids. Before I get into the questions that you guys sent me on Instagram, I wanted to put this out there that I don't know who started the rumor of where I was getting physically abused or beaten, but that is 100% untrue. If you know me in real life, family or friend, you know that this man is not that brave to put his hands on me, and that's period. He wouldn't even try. And maybe that's another thing I should tell you guys about me that you don't know. I have a very quick temper, and in situations like that, I'm almost I'm vicious. So now that that's out of the way and we know that's 100% untrue, y'all would have been told you that. Are you kidding? Why would I keep that to myself? I've known people in abusive, physically abusive relationships, and number one, you cannot keep that to yourself and keep on going with that. So if that's you, girl, I honestly don't even know what to say or how to go about talking about that, because I've never experienced it. I can't say like get out of there, because everybody's situation is different. Like y'all know my situation was very like strange for a while, and things are definitely getting better now. Not with my marriage or not with the kid's dad, but I'm getting better for myself. So, questions. Are there any difficulties raising biracial kids? At this point, I would say no, because their dad does speak Turkish words to them. Sometimes we do use Turkish words at home. Majority of the time, we're all speaking English, so, but they do know a couple of words, and they speak to their grandparents over FaceTime. We eat some of the food and the snacks and things like that, so right now it's okay. Their dad is actually getting ready to go to Turkey for a while, and this time they can't come because it's going to be during school, which is unfortunate because I would have wanted to go too, but I really want to stay in Rize. I just, so beautiful there. So many beautiful places in Turkey, not just there. And I just cannot wait to come to Turkey. And a lot of my followers are from Turkey also, so merhaba. The kids have any hobbies? Right now, my girls are just gamers, and that's their hobby. They like to play games, that's their thing. But once they start school, I definitely want to have them in some type of extracurricular activity. Like they put them in extracurricular. I was thinking piano for the girls or ballet, soccer for Emir, you know, things like that. And now that we have a bigger car, I'm definitely like aiming towards sports for the kids. Did you break up with your husband? Yes. Are you happy where you are? What's your next step? Right now I am happy. I'm happy that I got my health under control and just me getting better and staying positive. So right now I would say that I am pretty happy. Next step for my YouTube channel is to definitely put out more videos, routines, things that I do with the kids, and more vlogging. How have I been doing during this transition? At first, and sometimes it's a little hard, the kids do cry for their dad. Well, Sultan is the only one that really cries for her dad every once in a while, but they're pretty much used to us not being together anymore. So he does still spend time here when he's off and with the kids, and we still do family stuff together. But as far as talking about anything that has to do with our marriage or moving forward or anything like that, I have just completely been numb and shut off to that topic, and I don't want to talk about it because I'm trying to recover from like my own things that I have going on. adding something else on top of it at this point would be really bad for me and my mental state. So I would rather just get better, and he and I have some type of agreement where we're doing the best that we can do for the kids, and that's just where it stands for right now. Eventually in the future, we're obviously going to have to talk about what we're going to do, and he's mentioned to go to therapy and counseling together, and that may help me understand the things that he's done so I don't feel as angry, because right now if the subject is brought up, I'm just angry, furious. So it's really not a good time, not for me, not for the kids, not for anyone. And I'm not going to sit here and bash him or say anything mean, because it's humiliating. I don't want him to lose his job or friends and things like that. So definitely not a route that I want to go into, definitely not on my YouTube channel. When are you coming over for a bestie mani petties? I think that was that Kareem? Girl, we're gonna have mani and petties very soon. Once all of you guys move to Texas, I'll come and visit you, and we're gonna have a girls' day. What makes you so strong? How do you handle 3 beautiful kids so well? Thank you, that was sweet. And keep the house well kept. And also keep the house well kept. What's your motivation? Well, my motivation is that nobody else is gonna do it for me, so it's just plain and simple. I'm the one who does it all and has been doing it all, so it comes naturally to me now. And those days where I am struggling with anxiety or depression, I forgive myself. I forgive myself if I just want to sit on the couch all day and have the kids do at-home activities or play in the backyard, or, you know, just watch a movie, read books. Those are normally what my down kind of days look like. So I forgive myself a lot. I forgive myself when I have to shout at the kids to get them to do what they need to do, because it's just me. So if I don't do this, then I'm going to crumble. So I stay strong, backing myself up and talking myself up, and you guys keep me strong also. I always get sweet messages and comments on Instagram. It used to be on YouTube too, but YouTube, you need to turn back on my comments. It's totally unfair. That's another thing. You guys want to know why I disabled the comments. I did not disable the comments. That was YouTube, and they have yet to be turned back on. I'm not the only YouTuber, and it's because I have my kids in the videos, and even some videos where I don't have my kids, the comments are disabled. I'm pretty sure the comments are disabled on this video, and I don't know why it's taking so long, but hopefully they can get that sorted out soon. That's just what I do. I take every day, day by day. I try to be as prepared as possible. I make lists. When I feel overwhelmed, I make a list. I don't care if it's just what I'm gonna do for the next day. If I'm feeling down and I feel like tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to do this, or if I'm sitting in bed in the morning like I'm not feeling great today, I make a list. Lists always get me moving. Co-parenting. Right now, co-parenting is just when their dad is off, he has them on those days, or he'll just come here and spend the day with them, and then he just goes at night, and any other time that he has time, he'll stop by and see the kids, I guess. But right now it's just when he's off, and we're totally fine with that. And if you guys are wondering like, oh, you know, why are you not moving on and things like that, like, I don't need to move on right now. Like, me being in another relationship or having a boyfriend or somebody that deserves me and all those things, I know that, you guys, but I'm not ready. Like, I have not fully recovered yet, and I'm not going to jump into something else or use something as a distraction just to make myself feel better. Like, I want to make myself feel better for me before I let anybody else into my life or my kid's life. And even just saying that is cringy, because I know that I don't want it, like, at all right now. Like, I'm good, trust me. What did you learn from your marriage? Girl, nothing. What is your favorite thing about each child? Ruby is so sweet and kind. She gets that from her dad. She is so sweet and kind and understanding. She is a great big sister and daughter. She's smart. She does very well in school. She's never been disrespectful. She was actually a perfect baby, toddler, kid till now. Like, she's amazing. I love Ruby so much. I'm really sad on weekends when she's not here with us. We're all pretty sad, and usually on the weekends is when you can find me kind of like in those moods, because she's not here. And as soon as she gets back, I'm like full energy again, like, hey Rue, where you been? Like, it's just like that. But it's something that we deal with it. Sultan is very smart. She's very sassy. I guess she got that part from me. But she's very smart. She's very sassy. She protects her brother and her sister no matter what. The girl is not scared to say anything to anybody. She will tell you what's on her mind. And at times she will embarrass you with her questions. Like, sometimes I gotta be like, girl, stop. But I like that about her. She's just herself. She's wild and just crazy and free. Emir, he is my little cuddle buddy. He is so affectionate and loves me so much. I can tell that I'm his favorite person in the world, and he's just so sweet. He's been talking so much more and just reading books, repeating books, and just, he is so adorable. But as you guys can hear, he's out of control, crying, probably fighting with Ruby because he wants to come out of the room, but he's gonna be loud. I'm trying to get this over with, so yeah. Emir is my little cuddle buddy. I love him. I love all of my kids. I don't know if I said I love them for each, so I'm just gonna put that out there. I love all of my kids before somebody's like, well, you didn't say that you love the other one. I love them all. And lastly, the last question I'm going to answer is, what is my favorite food? My favorite food of all time is Iskender, and it's a Turkish food. There's like a pita type of bread on the bottom, and then there's some red sauce and yogurt. And then there's meat on top, like steak kind of meat. And then they drizzle like this butter over the top. Oh my God, girl. Oh, so good. Haven't had that for a while. And the kid's dad actually does love to come over and grill for us. I might ask him to make that this weekend because I really, really like that food. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I answered enough questions and you guys are updated a little bit more on my life. I really hope I didn't leave anything out, but if I did while I'm editing, I'll put it in the next vlog and answer it there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will talk to you all in my next video.